I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity
Pete.
God desires.
Hey Arthur, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Hey, I heard you have a new book out.
Oh, I do, thanks for asking.
Where'd you get the idea?
Well, you know, as you may know, back in the late 80s and early 90s, I worked on a cattle and sheep ranch as a ranch hand in Montana, just north of Yellowstone. And around that same time, one of our earliest neighbors was a pretty large church called the Church Universal and Triumphant. And that church was led by a woman named Elizabeth Clare Prophet. She communicated with a group of beings who had once been human but no longer were, called the Ascended Masters.
My teaching to you this evening is that you are a soul and a fiery spirit, a spiritual being, and that you are here and now one with the immortals. That you are wearing garments of flesh like an overcoat that you have put on in this life and many times before, because God has seen fit not to send you prematurely to heaven, nor to cast you into the depths of hell, but rather understanding that you were prepared for neither, created for you and me this earth, where we could work out our salvation and fulfill our destiny.
So during that period of time, the Masters told Elizabeth Clare Prophet that it was going to be a dangerous time. And they were worried about a lot of things, one of them being Soviet strikes, and they thought people should be prepared. So the members of the church started to build shelters underground and gather material, food and clothing, and try to be prepared to potentially be underground for as much as 7 years. You know, I always wondered when I worked there, how would that be to sort of prepare for the end of the world, to go underground, which they did on March 15th, 1990. How would that be to go underground and then believe the world was going to end and prepare for that end, and then surface, as they did, into a world that they thought would no longer exist? And so I was curious to tell that story, which is sort of the story of the shelter cycle, and the preparation and the shelters and the beliefs, but also to tell a story that happened about 20 years later, when these people might be brought together and might be somewhat haunted by these beliefs or trying to come to terms with them in various ways.
I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire.